Alright, let's bring back up those visuals.
Wonderful.
So thankfully they haven't actually switched sides. We still
That's
got
good for
Ash on
it.
the bottom for me with Adamancipator and Nicholas on the top with his Mekk Knight Invoked strategy, sporting the lovely Rainbow Neos, the preemptor to the Dark Dragoons, I reckon.
So we see Adamancipator is going to go first here. So was it? Do you think Do you think it's a wise choice to play something like Mekk Knight Invoked, considering if you lose the dice roll, you can go second, and if you win the dice roll, you can pick to go second.
Yeah, I think it's not bad. The only issue is
Breaking boards, I assume.
yeah, how easy is it for these players to break the opposing boards? Because we see Nicholas is going second. Does he have the power in his deck to break through whatever Hash's board is with only 4 cards left in hand?
Thing is, though, we also have to figure out. We also have to respect the fact that he's been going against Adamancipator players all day and going against the same sort of board, so he must know how to break them at this point, or at least have a shot at breaking the standard Adamancipator board.
Yeah, you'd hope so. But then
We can dream.
Based on the actual deck breakdown for our event, there is actually the chance that perhaps Nicholas just hasn't played very many Adamancipator throughout the event.
That is true. However, I assume he wouldn't have picked the deck without testing it against Adamancipator. And you know, he's been at the top tables for most of the day, and that is arguably been a 50-50% split of Adamancipator and Eldritch. So he probably has a lot of experience trying to break through these sort of types of boards.
So with the researcher going off now, what does it hit?
It hits
nothing, right?
No.
Because they're all tuners, unfortunately.
Yeah, he hit a double analyzer and a petting Sessuar.
And an Ash, I think it was.
Yes, it was, yes. I think it was an Imperm as well. I think he hit.
It's okay though, because he's got the Seeker to get himself to the Guardian now, so a little bit extra protection if he needs it.
That's pretty good though. Couldn't have really asked for any better, I don't think.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's kind of interesting that when Adamancipator cards were first announced, lots of people looked at it as a synchro deck.
Yes, they did, yes.
And then missed out on the opportunity to go into the full needle fiber Linkross combos type thing that we're now used to. But I suppose at the time we didn't know if we were going to get Hockey Fibrax.
That was true. I like the style of Adamancipator in terms of, oh wow, it was an Imperm on the...
two hand traps so far.
I'm a big fan of the Adamancipator style artwork, because it's like they're actually doing what the cards are doing, if that makes sense. Like they're actually digging for those rocks. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, that's a really nice.
I think that's really cool. Yeah.
Do you know which way around it went? Did they design the cards first and then do the artwork, or was it the other way around?
I'm unsure. That's something. I believe they go hand in hand. I believe. Yeah. Obviously, they have ideas for decks. And then the artwork stand around that. So I assume it's effects first, then artwork. But if they have a really cool, piece of artwork, then they can get some.
Yeah. So here's the light stage. Haven't seen this card in competitive play for a long time.
I didn't even know he played light stage. I missed that in his tech list.
Well, it's
okay.
Yeah, it's a nice way to get multiple monsters on the field, isn't it?
Well, it's that, and it's also the fact it's a pin as well.
Yes.
Like a pin for a back row, which is really strong. It forces things like a Quero, which is really cool.
And here it's forcing the Appaloosa.
That's fair enough. I mean, hopefully he has like an Alistair or a Mekk Knight and a set card, which would be really cool. Because against a lot of boards, a Mekk Knight and an Alistair is actually getting through a lot of things.
Yeah.
Like straight up, which is incredible. So hopefully he's drawn something he can get into that Alistair with. Or a Mekk Knight at least.
It's not looking like, if you look at card advantage wise, 5 cards on Nicholas's side.
There we go.
Yeah.
There's my favourite monster in the game, Alistair. Actually, no, I lied. It's not. It's my second favourite monster. There you go.
What's your favourite monster?
Mild Turkey.
Obviously.
Yeah, you have to ask.
No, I didn't have to ask, but I just to
Yeah.
make sure our viewers are well informed.
Mild Turkey. I lost count at 10,000.
You have 10,000.
Yeah, I lost count after that. I've stopped counting.
Wow.
If anyone wants to send me mild turkeys, thanks. I think that'd be nice. So, what's probably going to happen is he's going to go into Almirage and potentially summon a Mekk Knight underneath the Almirage. Or he's going to go straight into... Oh, there we go, he's going to get a +1 off that.
Absolutely right there.
And then he may turn the Almirage into... what's it called? There's a light normal monster. There's a light link monster that requires only a Cyburst monster.
Yeah, I'm forgetting the name right now as well.
Yeah, so am I.
It's alright, we'll look it up while they're debating.
Yeah,
Secure
either way.
Gardener, is that it?
Secure Gardener, that is him. So you can turn into, and it's obviously it makes Alistair a 1-card Macabre,
Yes.
which is really strong.
So it's interesting, he's not opting to use the blue sky effect because he doesn't want to get hit by this Guardian, I imagine?
Potentially. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so he can go battle phase.
Yes.
Can he kill the Guardian at the moment? No, it can't be destroyed by battle because of the block dragon here.
That's correct.
Okay. So I mean, he is clearing up the board a little bit. The only issue for him right now is the fact that block dragon will still be in play. And he's not really... Nicholas isn't really gaining access to the engine in the way that he wants to just yet. Like, he hasn't been able to resolve his Invoker or his blue sky effects.
Well, I'd argue that the block dragon isn't really a big concern for Nicholas, because he can make Macabre and just negate it because we know he has the Korribane in hand. So he definitely has a monster negate in hand.
No, but he's passed.
What?
Because he couldn't resolve the Alistair.
The Alistair. Oh,
so he
right,
couldn't get the
might
invocation.
No, I thought he resolved it.
No.
That is unfortunate.
So he's facing down IP with Block Dragon resolving for 3.
We only could have hoped he had an invocation in hand.
Yeah. When will we see the ban, Konami?
Of what? Alistair invocation?
No, the block.
Oh, block dragon. I was like, Alistair's fine. Soon, please. Thank you.
Beta the Magnet Warrior. Gotta love these classic cards involved in the 2020
I love when people
meta.
play. I love when people play silly stuff like this. I remember my favourite one was Jack's Knight and Dark Witch in Monarchs. There were some good ones.
Have some powerful effects as well. Alpha, Beta, and Gamma meld as one to form a powerful That's the text from Beta there.
I was a big fan when they got their like Magnet Warriors to play in the structure decks.
Yeah.
But it just got outshadowed by ABC, did it? Let's be honest.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. Did the analyzer hit anything?
It doesn't look like it.
Oh, did they research it? Oh, the research hit Doki Doki. That's fine. Sorry,
Seeker,
Seeker hit
yeah.
Seeker hit Doki Doki. That is big pluses.
Yeah,
right
it's
now.
not bad.
Bigger pluses.
So Nicholas clearly thinks he's still got something in this, and he's not going for the early scoop here.
So there is a potential you may have something, but it doesn't look like it anymore.
I wonder if, also, maybe Nicholas's deck is better at pushing small amounts of damage when necessary, In which case you might want a longer game 1 in the attempt to try and get into turns of time for game 2, but it's quite difficult.
I'd argue that Mekk Knight Invoked, the actual deck, doesn't really need to do chip damage, because cards like Purgatorio exist.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
true.
I wouldn't say he wants to OTK. No, he's gonna do that, okay.
Yeah.
So what do you think we'll see coming in from Nicholas here?
Well, let me pull up the list. Here we go. So, I'd 100% expect Dark Rule No More.
Yep.
Do you think that Evenly has value here?
I'd argue in a sense it has value just because of how easily the Invoke deck can actually make Macabre now, because like I said, it is just an Alistair.
Yeah.
But like I said, you have to balance whether the fact that does he just want to OTK him or does he want to break the board? Because arguably, you can't really break the board of an Adamancipator player because they're just going to get it back, or they probably would have already had it back next turn.
Yeah.
Or sorry, that turn, just because Block Dragon is a card. So I'd assume the Dark Rulers may have come in, but I'd be question as to why he would use them, mainly just because I think Nicholas's deck just wants to OTK as quick as possible.
So this is interesting. So Nicholas is actually going first, giving the opponent what I will assume is the light stage.
Yes, so there is a possibility that Nicholas can actually set up VFD.
Oh, nice. Okay, yeah.
Sorry, True King of all calamities, I should say.
Yeah.
But we also have the fact that he's playing trap cards, which he probably would have sided in, like there can only be one, and Judgment.
Yes. Yeah, those are very real possibilities now.
Yeah, which is a very strong possibility for knowing you're going to be forced to go first. So hopefully he has the Invocation here, because I'd feel like that is quite a big loss if he doesn't.
Yeah. He hasn't got into secure card yet, but we'll see.
Yeah, I think this may be a loss for Nicholas if he doesn't have the Invocation.
Can't count him out just yet. We're gonna hope he has something.
I'm not trying to be mean, but you know.
Yeah, it's a tough situation for him.
Yeah, not having Invocation, especially against Adamancipator going who we know they're going second, is insane. So here's some.
Here.
He's got it. Wonderful. So what he can do is he can make he's going to make Macabre, but I've noticed in Nicholas' list he isn't actually playing. He's not actually playing the Dark Fusion.
Oh, Kaliga, yeah.
Yeah, which is I'm quite surprised about because.
I think he was trying to do the declare effect there and just accidentally send it to grave.
I'm quite surprised because Kaliga's really good. Yeah, he's right. It's not cost. We're just there. They were discussing in chat whether the discard of Alistair is cost, and it's not.
Yeah.
So right now he actually can make VFD.
Yeah.
Because he'll just turn the Alistair into the Alistair and the Korriban he just discarded into another Macabre, and then potentially overlay into VFD.
Yeah. Okay.
So VFD is a possibility here.
And does Ash have anything that combats that? I'm just having a look at his side deck now. He's got the Nibiru's. He's got the token collectors, which obviously do nothing here.
No, absolutely nothing here, yeah.
A few cards for going first, but he's also sided Lanciers, but obviously he hasn't drawn those.
Link Cross, that's interesting. What tokens are they? Are they game tokens?
They are light level 1 0 0 Cyburst tokens.
No, I mean the design.
Oh, sorry.
I mean token design. Are they game tokens? I've never seen those.
I haven't seen them before either. But here he can go into the Macabre, as you said. Do you think he'll do anything with the remaining token and the Link Cross on field?
I'm looking at his list as well. I don't think there's much he can make apart from Verte Anaconda.
But I mean, that's not bad, right?
Does Verte Anaconda require non-token monsters? I can't remember.
It's okay, we can check the power of the internet.
Yes, so you can potentially vert a Anaconda into.
Oh, it's 2 effect monsters.
Oh,
No token summoning for him.
unfortunate.
And he can't, he can't link with the token anyway.
That's true. That's true.
And I don't think he hasn't gone through a Linkaribo or anything.
Hmm.
So it looks like he's just having a little think to figure out what is the best way to use the remaining resources he has. He does have the purple coming back later down the line.
Yeah, in his next standby phase.
So I guess it really depends on what Hash has left in hand and whether it can combat.
Yeah,
this
we are seeing the VFD here.
That's really nice.
Do you think VFD is enough against Adamancipator?
It depends on whether there's a hand trap here. Because it's saying end of main 1 is fine, so there's no Nibiru there.
Interesting. So do you think Hash would have sided to go first?
So I think these players know each other quite well, so I think they would have known. I think Hash would have known that Nicholas was going to go first.
Okay.
Unless it's the like super heads up play going, oh, I'm going to play against my friends and they think I always go first, so I'll go second kind of thing, or the other way around.
I mean, if I was playing Mekk Invoked, and I've played Mekk Invoked quite a lot, is that oh dear.
No.
Oh dear.
That is a major problem with the Adamancipator deck. All of the effects that activate off field are Earth, and all of the effects that activate on the field will become Earth anyway.
I believe just because he's hit Alistair with the imperm.
Oh, they forgot to yeah, they forgot to bring back the purple. Just resolving that now. He had to set the imperm because of the set rotation, so that was actually really nice.
That was very good. I assume the other set is the Trickstar late stage.
Yeah, you'd hope so. We have the... What other field spells does he play?
I think it's just the Trickstar light stage, to be honest. I'm looking at it now.
Yeah,
it
in the main
is...
deck, yep.
Yes, it is, yeah.
Yeah, and inside as well, so yep. That will be the light stage, which will have 0 value here for Hash.
I mean, he could potentially hit a pin, right? He could pin something.
Or is Nicholas going to set anything knowing his opponent has light stage?
That is true, I doubt it.
And here's the Anaconda, and there's the
Oh, okay, yeah.
Wow,
yeah.
okay.
Wow, okay.
On to game 3 then.
I'm so excited. I love Alistair. So here's the question: does Hash choose to go first or second?
Ooh, that's a really tough one.
Because he now knows that Nicholas can go first or second, but the overall point of, in my opinion, the overall point of a Mekk Knight Invoked is to OTK you.
Yes. But
So,
maybe not this one though.
well, it's debatable, just because of cards like Macabre and Purgatory and how easy it is to pump out these massive fusions really quickly. And we have to remember that Mekk Knight, you can essentially force a Mekk Knight column in, especially against Adamancipator, you can force a Mekk Knight column.
Yeah.
So they are essentially just free bodies at this point. Like 2,500 on 2,000 to 2,500 is absolutely massive.
Yes. Yeah.
The lowest one he's playing in his deck is 2,000, which is Blue Sky.
Yeah. Which
is insane.
And 25 outs Appaloosa in most cases.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very, very strong for him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but we're gonna see who's going first.
Hash is going.
Hash is going first. Okay.
Okay.
Maybe
I think that was an expected choice, though.
Yeah, it did work for him in game 1 anyway. So.
Doki Doki.
Imperm.
Oh, the Imperm on the Doki Doki.
It's not stopping him just yet.
Would have been quite unfortunate if he had no extender there, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
What are we going to see?
There's no
Guardian.
second hand trap for Researcher.
It's unfortunate.
And Guardian's really good.
Guardian is very strong.
So we know he's going to have at least one negate. He has Fibrax access here, which will most likely lead to the usual combo. But before that, he's going to go for the Seeker.
Seeker.
Yeah, he's got quite a lot.
He was fine.
This hand is good.
Oh wow.
Picks up the Doki. Yeah, this is looking very strong for Hash at this point. So Nicholas not responding so far with hand traps, which means we can probably discount things like Ash Blossom, Vela, Imperm. Unless he's saving them for something. Maybe he's saving them for like a Hauki Fibrax or something like that down the line.
I mean, I don't think it matters anymore, just simply because he's got Herald of the Arclight for the negate, and he also has Guardian for the negate, so I don't think anything's coming down massively at the moment. I think
would be the only thing, right? Oh, and he's still okay.
It's only still okay, because Arclight can just negate it.
Even Nibiru here just forces the Herald to disappear from the field, or the... Maybe you keep the Guardian, actually. Sorry, maybe you get rid of the Guardian, keep the Herald. Oh, just one. Okay. So decided he doesn't need the extra token because he's going to go through March it into additional plays anyway. Presumably we're going to see a Phantom Beast token come out here. He's just figuring out which effects to use. And in which order, of course. It always gets kind of crazy when you have a combo deck that has lots of effects that give you explosive advantage and you can chain block on top of that.
Yeah. See, I'm also a big fan of Magical Meltdown because people have seen it in Shadol decks. But the interesting thing about it is it also protects your Madness Invoker on summon as well. So I like things that can chain block. Yeah.
That's quite cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the Block Dragon as well. Whoa.
That's a pretty godly hand from Hash.
Wow. That Imperm was useless.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Do you think Nicholas cares about there being extra resources in Hash's hand?
No. Because I believe his aim may be to try and OTK him, so I wouldn't really argue that additional resources, especially like Seeker and Analyzer, are that strong. But cards like Gigantus, which is essentially just another extender for no reason, is incredible. Wow, okay. The Raptite finds a Researcher. Overload. Equipping Needle Fiber or Link Cross? Yep. Oh, he's thinking on the activation of the Borrowload.
Oh, he has got the Imperm.
Oh, okay.
So just decided to use it later on in the combo. Get rid of one negate.
I mean, this is Herald. Herald has to negate this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's also quite a good thing, because we have to remember now that the banish effect of the Herald is actually really quite strong against Invoked, just because they need to keep the Alistair in the graveyard, and banishing the Alistair means they can't continue to resolve it.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. And you can't get your Invocation in the grave to activate that either.
Well, you wouldn't be able to activate Invocation because if the Alistair was linked away into like an Almirach, it'd go straight to the banished part.
Oh yeah, I mean you could like fuse with one on field, right?
Yes, yeah.
But then you still lose your Invocation.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have to worry about that.
So, he's facing down a Borrowload with two tokens, a Appaloosa with 3, and an Ip and a Block Dragon.
Yes.
Can you get any better than this apart from having the Herald?
Having the Herald as well, yeah.
Having the Herald as well, like. I don't think you can get any better
Right.
than this.
What can he out this board with? So if he's got those Dark Ruler no mores, that would be nice.
Yes.
If he's got anything to start beating over the IP or the Apollo, that's not too bad either. Especially because in order to like go into a unicorn or something, Hash has to use the IP with either the Appaloosa or the Block Dragon. I guess it's not too much of an issue there, but he'll lose a card in hand.
Yeah, so... Oh, I'm surprised if he's activating Alistair.
He is.
That's a surprise.
Does Savage destroy?
It doesn't, it just negates, I believe.
Just negate the activation, yeah, okay, so nothing on field destroys here. So Appaloosa down to 1600 attack.
Yep, making straight into the Almirage. So, we can assume he may have a Mekk Knight. And hopefully he has a Meltdown. So we see the summon of the purple, which is fine according to Hash.
Purple's such a great card.
It is. The cost is to target a Mekk Knight as well, which is really quite strong.
Yeah.
So we see the Apollo negating the purple, which means he won't be able to get the free advantage off that.
But he can still attack over stuff here, so that's not too
Yeah,
bad.
he can attack over everything but the Boral Load. Secure Gardener. So Secure Gardener may attack the IP Masquerader, and then the purple may go for the Apollo. They're just trying to proceed into the battle phase at the moment, but I believe
Might want to IP, yeah.
yeah, Hash is going to IP here. Yes, he is.
So is that a unicorn? It is a unicorn.
It's the unicorn.
And he can chain block the block dragon. Block the
Insane.
block.
Insane. What do you think Hash is going to target here? I think he'd target the Nightfall.
Yeah, I don't see why you wouldn't.
Yeah.
It can't use its effect anyway, so...
That's true.
Can Secure Gardener... It doesn't have any effect that stops you from attacking, does it?
It doesn't. It just can't be used as link material.
Okay. So if he wants to, you can still beat the Apollo here.
Yes, he can.
Do you think he has an invocation again?
We can only hope.
Even if he does, the Savage hasn't been used this turn, right?
Correct, Alison.
So, Nicholas looking pretty far behind in terms of resources right now.
The negation of the Alistair was so important.
Yeah. But you have to expect these correct lines of play from people on the finals tables. Hash knowing exactly what he needs to hit here against Nicholas. And the Analyzer is able to bring out a Guardian. That's not bad at all. Interesting. In the graveyard. Okay, but before he made this synchro summon, in the graveyard there weren't actually enough Earth monsters for Block Dragon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think before he only had Researcher and a Raptite. Well, you can't. No, it has to banish Earth, doesn't it? Yeah, he only had the Researcher.
Didn't he have another Block Dragon, though? Oh, no, he didn't. Oh, wow. Okay.
Not before. So he's going to take the victory here. Raptite is Dragon is able to clear the board, and Hash takes victory and wins the YOS Mega Event 2. What do you think about that match, Aaron?
Hash played really well, but just because I like Alistair so much, I'm quite upset.
Nicholas with the underdog deck did not.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I was surprised. Like, no discredit to it, but I'm surprised a deck like that made it this far. Especially against these sort of huge break my board type decks. But you know, we were pleasantly surprised this came through.
Absolutely, yes. I think it's very interesting that this kind of invoked list we've seen pop up in the OCG with the release of Dark Dragoons.
Yes, we've all seen it with Dragma as well.
Yeah, so we're seeing Invoked return slightly to the competitive scene in the TCG with the Rainbow Neosphere until Dragoon comes out and Dragma comes out as well. But unfortunately for Nicholas, it wasn't enough to carry him through to win the finals this time around, and Hash takes victory with the Adamancipator Wombo combo and is crowned YOS champion.
Ban Block Dragon.
Ban Block Dragon. Block the block.
Block the block. I like it.
Alright, we're going to close up here. Thanks very much, guys, for watching the stream. Remember, you can check out the full detail of it on the YuGiOh channel. All of it will be uploaded in the next day or so. If you want to head back and review any of the matches. Thanks so much to all of the judging team, the casting team, and our amazing sponsors Card Market and Tier Zero Games. Don't forget, you can get 5% off at tierzerogames.com by signing in and using discount code Yazzie5. That's everything from me. Anything from you, Aaron?
No, just thank you to everybody who helped us and attended this weekend. It's been absolutely incredible to be a part of it again. So thanks to everyone for all the hard work, and thanks to everyone for playing.
Fantastic. All right, guys, we'll see you all in the next YOS.
Goodbye.